I'd like to disagree with you about college as a scam.
Okay.
Just because there's 50% of people who you say don't need college to get a job, why would it be a scam? There's a social impact about college, on America. College is, good.
The majority of kids that go to college when they graduate have a lower view of America than when they entered. Do you think that's a troubling thing?
I think just changing your opinion doesn't really matter too much.
Do you think that college teaches responsibility and hard work and...
Sure.
Okay, well, I find that hard to believe. Why is it that employers are more and more not wanting to hire college graduates and they actually want to hire people that didn't go to college?
What employers?
You can name them out, man. Walmart just got rid of their, even in their corporate level, so you don't need to go to college. Coke Industries, one of the largest employers in the country, from Georgia Pacific Railroad to Dow Chemical. They said we no longer want kids that have gone to college because they end up causing problems because they're super entitled and they're like, oh, what are my pronouns? And they have all this like left-wing nonsense that they've been filled with.
Well, then you have engineers, doctors, lawyers, people that
we need that, but that's less than 20% of the people that go to college.
Yeah, but
college is an
it'd be wrong to say
institution.
college is a scam if 25% of people become great people. Lawyers, doctors, engineers.
That's not what college currently is, though. Again, I'm happy to have you read the book. College is a scam. I wrote it. I can have a more wordy thing, which is the vast majority of people that go to college are receiving a scam for the money that they're borrowing. The vast majority. Of course, there's exceptions. You can make whatever you want with your life. I mean, you could. But I mean, when you enter into an enterprise, you need to know that you are
currently... Most people that go to college make more money at the end.
How many of you guys have to take classes that are a waste of time that you wish you wouldn't have to take? Every single hand. You're being scammed against your will to take classes that make you go further into debt. Why can't you say I don't want to take this class? Why as a customer you can't say...
Can you do a differential equation?
You what?
Can you do a differential equation?
Can I do
Can you explain to me the anatomy of a human?
Like someone off the top of my head?
You know what psychology is.
Yes, I do know what psychology is.
You know what cracks me up about, I want to say young people, specifically young people, but people in general. When people get passionate about wanting to make their point or what they claim is their truth, have you ever noticed how, and I'll be honest with you, I used to struggle with this, letting the person finish their thought, pay attention to what they're saying before you interrupt and interject. I want you to try something for me. When you're out and about or you're having a conversation with somebody, just pay attention to how many people step on and walk over what it is you're trying to say, because we're all inherently selfish by nature. We want our views to be heard. We want people to hear what it is we have to say. We don't want to be selfless and actually listen to what the other person is saying and might actually learn something, like this young fella right here.
Okay, can you explain to me?
Do you want me to explain psychology?
Well, you can't explain it to the depths of a bachelor's degree or a PhD.
Well, hold on a
master's.
second. Time out. I've sat here with no notes, no phone, and debated people with PhDs,
because you study
masters.
this because it's your job.
Hold on. I didn't go to college, man. That's the point. Is you can do whatever you want without a college degree. You can listen to podcasts, read books. You don't need to go.
Gauss wasn't able to go to the University of Göttingen. That's literally the reason.
I can't hear what you said. What'd you say?
You know Gauss, right? Mathematician.
Yes, vaguely, sure, okay.
Vaguely?
Yes, vaguely, yeah.
Oh,
do you know who Milton Friedman is? Do you know who Herbert Marcuse is? Do you know who Thomas Sowell is?
Do you use a phone?
Do you know who Gouverneur Morris is?
Well, that's because of Gauss.
No, you don't. So I could do gotcha too.
Like,
so before you try to get
going
off
to
your
university
ivory tower
is the
and
reason
that
he was able to become so proficient in mathematics.
So here's
and
the
change
thing.
the world.
The majority of kids that go to college are more depressed than when they enter.
PhD degree are able to perform much better in their field than someone who doesn't.
Well, then, if that's the question, if that really is true, if college is this amazing accelerant, then why do so many people...
I wouldn't say it's an accelerant, but if you're looking at a field of science, right?
Let me finish, man.
And you want to accelerate that field of science,
or have you not done that yet?
You need a degree.
All right, let me make my point. If that's the case, why do half of these kids end up with anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000 in debt, and they end up getting a job that says, "Oh, sorry, you never needed the degree in the first place"? Why is that the case? Tell me.
And you know what I think the saddest thing about college is that they are literally programming our children. I can't remember the guy's name, but he said that the majority of college kids, like say they're raised in a Christian home with biblical values, they go away for a year. By the time they come back from college, that college has almost convinced them that God doesn't even exist. That's how influential young minds are. And honestly, college has been a propaganda machine for years. You know, I have some college, but again, I bought into the lie like a lot of other people. You have to do this to achieve that. I didn't do anything in my career for 35 plus years that I needed a college degree for. It helps, it looks good on paper, but it didn't really, wasn't necessary.
Make more money.
Hold on, that's not true. They end up getting a job.
That is.
No, that's only if they graduate and it depends on the field of study. Do you know the average college graduate now is getting a job at $61,000 a year. The average plumber after 18 months, $68,000 a year.
Well,
the average
but the
welder,
plumber
$72,000 a year.
With peers.
The plumber didn't go to college. The plumber went to trade or technical school. There's 11 million job openings that do not require a college degree in this country.
Well, who
11
engineered
million.
the stuff plumbers use?
I'm sorry, what?
Who engineered the stuff plumbers use?
I'm sure someone here. I mean, that it's like
someone with a
it's like
degree
saying who
from
designed
college.
the airplane for the pilot to fly. I mean,
Someone with a degree that went to college. Pilots go to college?
I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm not saying you get rid of all places of higher learning. The way it's currently comprised for you guys, the amount of debt you have to go into, the classes that you have to take.
You say don't get rid of places of higher learning, but then you go on to say college is a scam.
You're interrupting me every 15 seconds. You're not debating in good faith because it is a scam. So let me ask you a question. Can you point to other things of American life the last 100 years that have been scams? For example, when they run an advertisement, they say buy these pills because we're going to make you super muscular, and they don't have all the fine print that it might not work and you have to have a monthly subscription. We shut down that business for being a scam.
That's a little different though. That's a
How is
product.
it different? Hold on a second. When you show up to college, did they tell you have to take all these classes that you didn't sign up for? Did they? It said that you're going to have to take all these different classes. Did they tell you that half of you guys would not ever use your degree when you go into your career? How many of you guys knew that? You guys knew that when you signed up?
Yeah. Well, college is what you make of it, right?
You guys are willingly participating in the scam. Good for you. The point is this, is that most kids know deep down they're getting ripped off. The number one thing I hear from people across the country in corporate America, boy, college is a waste of time. Boy, I wish I never would have gone. Now I have $60,000 of debt, $70,000 in debt. I wanted to start a business, but now I don't have the credit to do it. Wasting our most prized possession, our 18 to 22-year-olds, to go stick them at many universities when they shouldn't be here in the first place, and it is a failed project. It is making us poorer. And by the way, just look at the actual numbers over a period of time. Has it worked? Is homeownership now going up for young college graduates?
How are we going to blame that on college, though?
There's
a lot of different reasons that people are not able to buy homes.
It's the most equally applicable thing across the board for a generation.
I wouldn't say so.
And if you look at the average, how much debt do you have to go to school, by the way?
None.
Okay, wow. Are you on scholarship or?
Yeah.
Okay, so who's paying for your college then?
Probably the federal government.
Okay, so I'm paying for your college, is what you're saying. My taxes are paying for your college. So wait, you're on grant or what?
I'm not going to discuss my college finances.
Well, no, this is really important. This is why you're so defensive of college.
Yeah.
This is why you're so forceful, because you don't have to walk around the rest of your life with $100,000 student loan debt.
I know plenty of people that have part-time jobs and go to college.
This explains you perfectly. I, the taxpayer, when I write my check to the IRS, I'm subsidizing your ability to go to college.
Okay. When
I
write my check to the IRS, I also give money for people to go to college.
You should have skin in the game. You should, and you don't right now. You are doing a freeloading thing. Of course you should be defensive of college.
I pay taxes. I pay federal taxes. I pay state taxes.
I'm sure I pay a little bit more than you, but that's a separate issue. But the point is this:
that's probably true.
Do you think you pay anywhere close to the tuition value you get at the school? Probably not.
Yeah, probably I do. It's like $5,000 a semester. It's a lot of money, but you get a lot out of that.
Hold on. How much is it to go to school here?
$5,000.
So in-state.
In-state, yeah.
Okay. Did that include room and board and tuition?
No.
Okay. How much does that cost?
Room, board, tuition, all of it's around $11,000.
$11,000 a semester. So you pay $22,000 a year in taxes?
No.
Okay, got it. So you're in a tax deficit, which means the U.S. taxpayer is subsidizing your education. That's fine. I'm not faulting you for it, but this is why you're so defensive, is you're detached from the price. You're detached from the cost. It's easy to be defensive of something you're not paying for.
If I'm not mistaken, educate me if I'm wrong, I believe there's 2 semesters. Years ago when I went to school, they had quarters. There were 4 quarters in a year. But I believe now there's 2 semesters. If that's the case, this kid is paying almost $50,000 a year, or at least we're paying it for him. $50,000 a year for his education. That's crazy. And we haven't even talked room and board, books. Just blows my mind. Again, stay informed, people. Open your eyes, your mind, and quit buying the lies and the things that we have been brainwashed with for the last 100 plus years. Anyway, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And as always, I love you guys, and I will check you on the next one. Later.